Buddy Sharp Show is a fun-filled podcast on the greatness of your hair and all its glory. From his travels experiencing the techniques and secrets of some of the most talented stylists in Western Europe, the United States of America, Canada, and of course the Caribbean islands, Buddy Sharp will share healthy hair tips and recipes on how you can enjoy the ease of keeping your hair healthy and glamorous all year round.
Hey everybody out there, this is Buddy Sharp in Dallas, and welcome to the Buddy Sharp Show. This is show number 16.
Wow.
Show number 16. Season 1 has come to this is going to be the last show of this season, and it's going to be crazy. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was Karen and I have got these great friends. But first, I digress. All right, I have to introduce my lovely bride, Karen Elizabeth Sharp.
Hey everybody.
And
Happy Tuesday.
Tomorrow is her birthday.
It's my birthday.
We're not gonna say how old she is.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. But we know that she's 30 something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
That'll
go
be good.
that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We'll go with that.
So yesterday, or this weekend, we had Jenny and Robin, our good friends and business partners, coming in from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
They drove in, and so we took them out for some good Dallas fried catfish.
Dallas fried catfish.
Dallas fried cat. You hear me almost say Dallas Cowboy fried catfish. But, all right, so we've got questions from Jenny, who uses the Monat products. She's got hair, thick hair, naturally blonde, and it's down to her waist. It's long, it's thick, and it is thick from top all the way to bottom. And she asked me, she says, look, I use the Monat shampoo. She uses the Monat Super Moisture Mask. Mm-hmm. She uses the Split End Mender.
The Rejuva Beads.
The Rejuva Beads. And she says, buddy, I still get the bottom 4 to 6 inches, and they tangle. And it's every day. And she braids her hair at night. She puts it in 1, 2, 3, 4 ponytail holders to keep it, because it would wrap around her head like a rope, and she'd be all strangling. And I don't think it'd ever wake up Robin, but anyway. She said, how come this hair still tangles at the bottom?
Because she uses all the right stuff, all the right products.
All right. Do you want to dare guess?
Well, I know it can't be because she's not brushing her hair, because I know she brushes her hair, and I know she takes care of it. So we were both kind of dumbfounded. We were like, I don't know why it would be tangling.
See, that's why I love being, I just love this being my show, because I know the answer. All right, the answer is static. When long hair, it's a fiber. Hair is a fiber, and when it rubs against your clothes, rubs against a car seat, rubs against a pillow, that's all fabric. So it's fiber. And so when your hair rubs across it, it creates static. And I remember you two talking, saying that since you've been using the Monat, that you don't get those electric charges.
Yeah.
Well, because Monat has plant-based anti-static properties.
So when you go and you've been walking on the carpet or whatever, and you go to touch something and it shocks you a little bit, you're like, whoa, I don't get that anymore. I can't remember the last time I got shocked.
Because your skin and your hair is properly moisturized. And so I told her that all she has to do for that is to take a little bit of the leave-in conditioner, and it's only going to take a couple minutes, or if even that long, is to take the flat iron, turn it on medium, and then put a little bit of that leave-in. It's super moisturizing, and what that's going to do is it's going to attract water from the atmosphere, because water eliminates static or hydration.
I did not know that.
And then you just run the flat iron over it, closes the cuticle, tangles gone.
Good to know.
Gone.
Who would have thought that? I would have never said static.
Yeah, it was static. Okay. And that will create tangles. And it also makes you go pow. When you touch something, you go pow. Okay, today's show is going to be all about hair myths, fact or fiction.
Fact or fiction?
All right, guys. So we're going to talk about
Perry Mason.
Yeah, we're
fact
going
or
to talk
fiction?
about some of the hair myths that you go through that will make you crazy if you believe it, and then it'll make you crazy if you don't. Well, we're going to take several of them because there are so many. I mean, there are so many hair myths out there that we could talk for days about all the stuff that's just a bunch of crap that comes out of your head.
All right.
Literally grows out of your head. Our first one here is, let's see if we got a photo. Oh, look at that, is my good friend. Can't back that up. Bryce Harper.
Who does he play for? What team?
He plays for the Washington Nationals, the baseball team. And this guy is probably my favorite baseball player. And the only reason I chose this picture because he is my favorite baseball player.
Is he a pitcher? I don't know.
No, he's just a superstar outfielder.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
this guy wears a baseball cap every day. Every day he's wearing a baseball cap.
Yeah.
All right. People think that the old wives' tale is that baseball caps are going to make your hair fall out if you wear them every day. And then we hear, and then young ladies.
Is that Britney Spears?
I don't know.
Might as well be.
It might as well be. She's beautiful.
It looks
That's a
kind of
great
like
photo.
her. I like the braids that she's got. See, I'm looking at the hair, not the hat.
She's got like a West Coast vibe there.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
a West Coast vibe, or even Australia. What?
I know you put that in there
Yeah,
just for
and
me.
what-
Thank you.
I thought I'd throw that at you. So wearing a hat, the answer to will it make your hair thin or won't it make your hair thin out? The answer is yes.
It will make your hair
It
thin.
totally will make your hair thin out. Because
So that's
those
a fact.
those hat bands, there are several things going on. If you wear the same cap every day for hours at a time, your scalp is going to perspire. And from perspiration with heat from your scalp and heat from the atmosphere, and then you're going to have the darkness under there, you're going to have mold and mildew. It's going to create rash effect.
Ew.
And your scalp doesn't get oxygen. Oxygen is what the scalp needs to help. It's one of the components to help you grow healthy follicles in a healthy bulb growth system. So there you go. It will give you male pattern baldness. Boys and girls.
Bowies.
Boys and girls. And baseball players are called the boys of summer. Did you know that?
I did not.
Okay. Well, now we got one other thing.
So that would apply to people in the gym that work out, that wear a baseball cap or whatever every day.
Every day. You have got to you got to take it off. You got to wash it or just get a new hat.
Oh yeah.
Because what will happen is that sweatband, that hat band, is going to, it'll deteriorate first. It's going to capture all the filth that's on your scalp. It's going to, all the sweat and all the leftover dinner that you tried to eat the night before. It's stuck in that cap.
Okay.
There would be a question that I have for you, buddy, is
This should be good.
how often would you recommend actually like getting a new hat? Say you only wear it sporadically. Like I don't really wear hats that often, but I
Right.
do on like weekends, right? When I go out and don't really have time to mess with all of this mess that needs to get fixed.
Fixed. So how often would I
Yeah,
suggest?
how often would you get a new hat?
I would buy a new hat almost monthly.
Every month.
Every month.
Or just switch them out.
Or switch them out.
Because I know you've got like 16,000 baseball caps.
I love, and there's a picture on my Facebook of me in a baseball cap, and I am just as guilty. But when I learned this many years ago, that the baseball caps, I'm not going to quit wearing a baseball cap. So all you people out there, keep wearing your baseball cap. Protects the eyes, protects the face. Golf cap, same thing. Change it out.
Okay.
Or whenever that headband on the inside starts to really be a different color than the ball cap, then you know. Then you know. So how's that question? How's that answer? Derek.
That was good. I definitely don't have hats that are changing colors. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
Your hair looks good today, Derek.
Thank you. It's about a month or two behind?
Yeah,
where
it's
it
time
should
for
be?
Buddy to get the scissors.
You know, I was really being sarcastic there.
I like it regardless.
All right. Now, we are going to go to number 2 myth. And that number 2 myth is if you cut your hair on a regular basis, your hair will grow faster.
I say true. I take true for 10 points.
Alex.
Alex. Rest in peace, Alex.
Okay, rest in peace, Alex Trebek. Okay, the answer to that is false.
What?
You just lost $10. Your hair is going to grow at the same rate. It is going to grow out of your head at the same rate. The ends, by trimming them, maintain their length. So as your hair grows, instead of it splitting and breaking, you're going to maintain that length. So it looks like your hair is growing more, and all it's doing is it's growing the same here all the way down the shaft to the ends. So you're going to maintain your growth, and you're going to get rid of that fuzzy. And Monate has the Rejuva beads, which eliminate. I mean, if you put a little bit on your finger and rub it on the ends, you can literally see
Yeah, you can.
the ends start to mend themselves. So trimming your hair.
Minda
So trimming your hair does what?
does not make it grow faster.
Look at the education system we have here.
And I lost 10 points.
And you lost 10 points. Okay. Next one
Wah,
is. Wah, wah, wah.
Is she
Now-
coloring her own hair?
No, but it looks like it. The person, actually, the reason we came up with this photo is someone said, I have to use so much conditioner on my head for it to work. And you don't put conditioner on your head, you put it on your hair. Now, when my answer to this is yes and no.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. There's a yes and a no
Yes,
answer.
it is. It's good that you're actually conditioning your hair. It is good that you actually do it. You're supposed to do it every day. All right? And no to use a lot of it, because all you're doing is wasting it. All of that conditioner that she had there, 95% of it is waste.
But sometimes I feel, I don't know, ladies, sometimes I feel like I need to put more on so that it absorbs into my hair more, and it more, you know, more sometimes feels like it's supposed to be more. Like you're supposed to have a whole bunch of goop on your hair to let it, to make it, well, it's true.
A lot of goop on your head.
Same with shampoo. You feel like, you know, you go, and then you know, and then you got all these suds bubbling everywhere. I mean, that's what we've been raised to all of the beauty things that you look at, you
And
know.
Alex, I'll take professionalism for 10 points, please.
I don't know.
The conditioner, it only has to be very little. And the first 4 inches of your hair, typically, if you have hair over 4 inches long, then all you got to do is put the conditioner from there down. The natural
I don't
oils.
know about that.
Okay, everybody has a different belief about it, but I'm just telling you as a professional, Alex, that if you
Poor Alex.
okay, just put very little
Okay.
on the top, because you're going to want that voluminous, and then that right there is where it's the healthiest.
So what I usually do is I take my moisture mask or my conditioner, whatever, and I start about here and do that, and then
Right.
whatever I have left on my hands, I'll run it through the top.
Okay, well, you only have a very little bit. So, yeah, that's good. All you're doing is you're encouraging the shine and the manageability of your hair. But you'll also get that with your styling products. And that's one of the questions that we had later for you. Your favorite styling product. Okay. Answer to that was yes
And no.
and no. Don't waste your conditioner. It's too expensive. I don't care who you buy it from. It's too expensive, because now with all the botanical based products that are out there, love my Monate, if you are wasting your product, you only need, literally, if you have hair, and you guys have seen Karen's hair for the last 16 weeks, a lot of it, you only need about a quarter size. I know. I've seen your conditioner bottle.
I use more than a quarter size.
All right, so you need a quarter size, but feel comfortable with what you're doing. At least you're doing it. Condition your hair more often than you shampoo it.
Okay.
Okay? And now, Derek,
Yes.
let's shoot for the next one.
I'm down to products we love.
No,
Oh.
we have one more because everybody says that people that lose their hair, they get it from their mother's side of the family.
Oh.
And did you already
I thought you were saying this is going to be at the end. That's where you lost me.
Okay. Well, we're going to give Derek a couple of
My
minutes.
mama.
There we go. And look at her.
Look how beautiful she is.
She is such a pretty lady. And how does she feel about her prepubescent 11-year-old that's a producer of a TV show?
Well, I'm 13, going on 29.
Well, in that photograph that she had,
Uh-huh.
all right, show that photograph.
Look at the puppy.
Okay, look at this dog. This dog is not losing
beautiful.
hair.
He's beautiful.
That dog got great hair.
Is that an Australian Shepherd?
I think it might be a husky or
Oh, a
an
husky,
Anita.
maybe.
Husky.
But yeah, she cracks me up because she posted this on Facebook the other day and didn't mention anything that is not her dog. That's a friend's dog, so everyone thinks that it's hers.
No, it doesn't work that way. It's beautiful. She's a pretty lady. And to tell you everything, that the only genes that are going to affect your life from your mother is if you go in her closet and take out her
Blue jeans?
her blue jeans, yeah.
So you're saying you don't get hair, or if you have hair loss, you're not getting that from
Not directly from your mother's side. You could be
or your
getting it
father's
from
side, or
your father's side. You could be getting it from your grandparents. You could be getting it from 17 generations ago. It just pops up. Those genes, chromosomes, I think is what it is. Those chromosomes, they show up from anywhere. And so it's not necessarily what's on your mother's side, because I got 5 brothers, okay? Or there's 6 of us, okay? God bless them, 2 have passed away. But some of my brothers were bald, and some of us are not. We got all the same parents. So that tells us that theory, it ain't holding water. It ain't holding hair. It ain't holding nothing. So your mama, gotta love her. And I had photos that I posted on Facebook and Instagram. I can never remember the name of that. It just one of those words. I know you guys all have these words that just don't stick in your head, and Instagram is not one that sticks.
Gotta just start calling it Insta, buddy.
Just call it Insta.
Just Insta.
Insta.
IG.
IG.
Now I can remember IG.
There you go.
It's easy enough.
I have a question. I have a question of a myth or a truth or myth or whatever, truth or not true. Myth.
That's Dallas, Texas.
So I have some gray hair. No,
Just a
I
little
do.
bit. It's just a little
some.
bit.
I know. But so here's the thing. When I'm driving and I'm at a stop sign and I keep doing that, and I pull down the mirror, the thing, and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, there's a gray hair right there. And I go and I yank it out. I've always been told that if you yank out a gray hair, 2 grow back in its place, which I don't know if they're supposed that's just like scaring people, or can you debunk that or not?
Yeah, I can debunk that. If you've got gray hair and you're yanking them out, let's say that you're prematurely bald, but you've got a few gray hairs on your head and you yank them out. You think you're going to grow thick hair back?
I don't know.
Well, it ain't going to happen. What is going on? When you pull out a hair, you're only going to get one growing back where it was. So if you pull out a gray hair, you're going to grow back a gray hair.
Okay.
So it's going to happen. It's going to be shorter. And
it's going to be shorter?
Well, it's going to start new.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to start new. And I don't blame anybody for yanking out gray hairs. They wiry. The cuticle layer on typical hair is about 7 layers. And so that's what makes it so nice and pliable. And on most gray hair, your cuticle layers are up to over 100. So that's why it's so brittle and coarse.
And wiry. And
yeah, and it's nappy. And you try to do anything with it, and it just goes bing. And you try to curl it, and it goes, no. And you try to blow dry it straight, and it goes, no. So you got a mess.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When I look in the rearview mirror or whatever, and I see this gray hair like this on the top of my head, I'm like, that puppy's going bye-bye.
And so I would love to be driving beside you, and you're driving down the road like this.
I've seen women at stop signs doing the same thing I do, or stoplights. They're going,
oh,
pulling it out.
Yeah, and tweezing them out of their eyebrows.
Ouch.
Pulling a gray hair out of their eyebrow.
I've never seen that.
Yeah. Derek, do you have a question?
I'm trying to think of a good one. I honestly am.
You're kind of hair myth stumped.
I'm hair myth stumped.
Hey, Trey, do you have a question?
Trey, do you have a hair myth that you've heard of?
No, don't hide. You look like my brother back there.
So,
hiding.
like, fact or fiction? Have you ever heard of something like you pull out two hairs, you pull out one hair, you get two in its place?
I did hear, like, if you get a part in your hair, it makes your hairline recede. I did hear, as I sit here with a part in my head. I did hear that.
Now, you are going to absolutely hear that if you part your hair in the same place
I'm guilty.
for years, that particular place will go bald.
Why is that?
And the answer to that is no.
Oh, you're saying no, it does not.
No, it does not happen. All you're doing is creating a different growth pattern. So instead of it growing in a circle, like all hair, we all got these crazy little calyx back here.
You got a haircut, by the way.
I got a haircut. Yeah, it looks good. Thank you, Kelsey. Got a haircut. And what happens is when I can't part my hair. My hair is just like, it's everywhere. When you part it in the same place every day, day in, day out, for years at a time, and like Trey, when you actually go in and cut it, then you remove some hair. But to actually have it fall out of your head, no, it doesn't. The reason that you're getting that receding hairline is you ain't feeding your hair. You ain't feeding
Trey.
your scalp. You're getting all kinds of DHT buildup. And if you weren't so big, I'd come in there and tell you to your face. But since I'm all the way over here, I can say it. Now.
Don't you get me in trouble back here.
And then I was sitting somewhere, and this young lady, I was making my notes for today's show and sending them to Derek, sending them to Karen, and just throwing it out so we can brain pool this. And she goes, what about ponytails?
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
I hear they make your hair fall out.
Mm-hmm.
Because she says that when I have she wears her hair in a ponytail all the time, pretty much like what you and Sydney do, my daughter. And you got all this hair falling on you. If your ponytail is tight, and I mean it is pulling, and it's like, it is going to traumatize the bulb. Bulb's going to pop out. It's just like the ballerinas when they wear theirs in that bun, and they smear it so tight that they got these Dr. Lee facelifts. I need Dr. Lee facelift.
Boy.
Man, I need one. And so you're going to lose hair right in there. You're going to do it. And that's why all these little ballerinas, they got these bald, their hairline starts back here because they had pulled it all out. And getting back to the ponytail, you put that tight ponytail in the same place every day, you're going to create a trauma ring. Which means that where that ponytail holder is, you're going to create pressure on that layer of hair.
I do know that when I wear a ponytail holder, or ponytail to bed, like I do most every night, I wear a ponytail. When I wake up in the morning, my hair is sore, or I don't know if it's my hair or my scalp. It hurts.
It's from pulling.
Yeah.
And so you're pulling your hair out. And so yes, your ponytail will make you lose hair, and your ponytail will break your hair off. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then there was another one that I get these questions all the time. Well, I used to until I kind of retired a little bit, had my stroke brain, and now I'm feeling better. When you go on these diets and you go on an all-protein diet, your hair is 98% protein. So you would think, it's like what my sister said, all that protein that I was eating, even though I was losing all this weight, it was making my hair fall out. It wasn't the protein making your hair fall out. It was the lack of multiple nutrition sources. Mm-hmm. And so your body is taking from Peter and giving to Paul. So you're losing all your nutrition from, let's say, everywhere else on your body. Well, your hair's the first to go because, like I've said over and over, is your body really doesn't care if you're cute. You could be bald with one eye, like this. Your body don't care as long as you're alive. So when all that nutrition is gone because you're taking and you're going down to 500 calories a day, or you're giving up carbs, which I ain't doing anymore. I'm tired of that. All right. So when you give up certain nutrition sources, your body goes into survival mode. You will lose hair. And it's not what you're eating, it's not what you're putting in your mouth, it's how much deficiency you're putting your body through. It's kind of going into like shock, like pew, static, pew, static. I am so glad. Fact check. Everybody get a fact check. Okay, we're going to talk about. All right, since we don't have commercials, I could probably go into a commercial break and then have a drink of water, and I'd be just fine. But we don't have commercials yet. Did you guys hear that? Yet. Now, since this is show 16, end of season 1, and I can't believe we've done 16 shows. And before we start yakking about anything else, thank you, Derek, for all your work back there.
Thank you, Derek.
I love you guys to death.
And Trey, thank you. I don't know what you do back there.
He's another Derek back there.
Behind the questions.
He's chiseling his hair. And then here at the Jeff Curley Studios, thank you, Jeff.
Real News Network.
Real News Network.
Right? Real News Network. Communications Network.
Communications.
RNC.
Real News Network Communications. Love you guys.
Good enough.
Now, enough of all that. All right, we've done all that emotional stuff. I have tears streaming. Now, we're going to talk about our favorite products that we have harped on, preached on, jumped on our shampoo box, and promoted that we've been using. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with my 2 favorite. Now, I use many different Monat products, but my 2 favorite that if I were on a deserted island with a goat, I would have to have my intense repair spray, because when you're on a deserted island, if you go bald, you're going to get a burn. It's going to burn your head. The intense repair treatment instantly, I mean, it is so quick to feed the bulb growth system that you don't necessarily, a lot of guys and ladies don't necessarily want more hair. They just don't want to lose what they got. Right. And that's the way I am. I'm 60, almost 61. So
you're old.
I ain't old. I'm young. I'm a snapper, whippersnapper. I totally lost what I was talking about because I got called old. And I know old, and it ain't this one right here. Now, the IRT spray, Intense Repair Spray, is something I use every day. I start right here, and I spray right down the middle, and I rub it in, and it keeps my hair growing.
Yep.
My next favorite product is probably the... I can't even say if it's the best, but it is A1 and A2 with the IRT spray, and that's this collagen powder.
I drank that this morning.
I love this stuff because it absorbs instantly into your body. As you drink it, it absorbs, and your body is 70% collagen protein. You have to have this. And when our great friends at Mon8 announced that they were going to do this.
Oh, yeah, I was over the moon.
Oh, my God. I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
And then it took a little longer to get. But now, between the collagen powder and the IRT spray, I'm not losing my hair. My skin is better. Mm-hmm. Now, that 30-second miracle stuff you put right here gets rid of my Samsonites.
Yep.
All that look at that.
Good.
Look how good that looks.
It's pretty good.
The only day I look this good is Tuesday. I should use it every day. Now, I have said my piece. I have spoken. I heard that on TV the other day. I have spoken.
What was that Robin said yesterday that he heard somebody say, when you tell your wife, I have spoken? Oh, that's what.
When you ask your wife something, this crazy friend of ours, Robin, guy.
He's the best.
He said, buddy, when you ask your wife for something, like, may I please have a cup of coffee? You finish it with, I have spoken.
And his wife's response was, for the last time.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
Bam.
Bad idea. Now I'm going to let Karen tell you, over the last 16 weeks, her favorite products that we have talked about.
Well, I have to go with, there's so many that I love that I could just go on and about all the rest of the day.
Yep.
But if I had to choose two, I would go back to basics because...
You just had a little hair coming down
thank
there.
you. So I have to go
Just
to
a
my
hair.
Renew shampoo because I have used this shampoo for 5 years. My daughter uses it. She loves it. Buddy uses it. It's in all of our it's in the showers. It's
got a
just
trunk.
It's trunk. And Sydney, our daughter, she's like, Mom, where's the Renew? I'm out. Literally, she panics if we don't have it in the shower.
She's 17.
It's just the basic everyday, and not that I wash my hair every day. I don't. But it's just your go-to shampoo that you know your scalp's going to be clean. You know your hair's going to smell great. It's going to look great. It's properly nourished. It helps your hair grow. I just can't say enough about it. I use another couple of different shampoos here and there, but my go-to is that Renew shampoo. It's the bomb.
Yep.
For me.
And there's one other product that
I have one more.
See you use every time you style your hair.
Yep. And that's the blowout cream. And because I have a lot of hair extensions, I have to blow dry my hair. Usually I do every time. And so the blowout cream, it's as you can see, it's got the Rejuvenate oil in it, which is the 11 essential oils, and the thing I love about it the most is that I put it on my hair, I turn on the blow dryer, and instead of 30 minutes later my hair's still semi-wet, it dries within 10-15 minutes for me, and I have a lot of hair, so anybody and especially if you're not wearing extensions and you put the blowout cream on, it dries, and it's also a heat protectant, so it's going to protect your hair from the blow dryer, from the flat iron, from the curling iron, from whatever heat that you put on your hair after you dry it, including when you dry it, the hair dryer itself. It protects it. So it's a heat protectant. It's multi-use or multi-purpose, multi-benefits.
That was good.
Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I liked everything.
And it smells great, too.
And it does. It smells great. And that blowout cream with the Rejuvenate oil is going to give you... Guys, it is bright in here.
Yeah, it is.
It is bright.
Get my shades on.
And Karen's hair still looks healthy. It's healthy.
Yeah.
The color is good. It's not washed out because it's in such good shape. And I made a comment on one of my social media platforms. That was so good. Social media platform. I have never said that before. Social media platform.
And what's the name of it? IG
and Facebook.
There you go. FB and IG.
And I told them that as a stylist, all of us, every stylist I know, barbers, cosmetologists, we love healthy hair. Because when you have healthy hair and the cut is better, the color is going to last so much longer. It's going to stay vibrant. Application point to ends. Your extensions are not going to fall out because your hair growth system, the bulbs, are going to be big and they're going to hold that extra weight of the extensions. And then you just have better results. And we hear all the time, and I even hear this from my daughter, that you should change up your routine or your products because your hair will become immune to it.
Now, that's another myth. Is that true?
Fact or fiction?
Right.
What do you think, Derek?
I'm not sure.
Okay, that's good enough. All right.
Thanks. Glad I could get my opinion in there for you.
That is fiction.
Oh, okay.
Your hair is a fiber. It grows. It needs good nutrition and it needs to be cleansed gently. And with your Renew, your Revitalize, that Super Nourish, the Men's 2-in-1, all of those products are good. Find one that you love, and if you have to, you have to, like you said, there's 2 or 3 others that you like, use those. But you're not hurting your hair by using the same shampoo and conditioner, because I love me some Super Moisture Mask and the Renew shampoo. I love it. I'll take the Men's 2-in-1 shampoo.
I think that's Derek's favorite, maybe.
Yeah. I use it every couple months. All right, Derek.
Yes, sir.
Big D, super producer.
The big D.
Man behind the screen. What are your products?
My favorite, well, you gave me...
Did you see that look? He got those eyebrows. Hello.
No, you gave me, I can't remember what the exact line of it was, but it was like shampoo for finer hair.
Oh, the
Yep.
Because mine's...
Revitalize and the...
Because mine's pretty...
You got baby hair.
Yeah, I have baby
Yeah.
hair, so you can pretty much see whatever happens to it, as you can see there. And that
Revive,
was perfect.
the Revive and the Revitalize.
Yep, it wasn't
Yep.
too dry, it wasn't too oily, and that's the problem I always have, is if it gets kind of oilier, or if it's got lotion or something in it, something like that, conditioner-wise, it looks very shiny, and I don't really like that oily look.
All right. Well, there you go. You did a great job. That was a really great explanation for Revitalize shampoo, and it's a volumizer.
Revive, yeah, the Revive.
The Revive shampoo, it's a volumizer. And so if you've got shorter hair, if you keep your hair cut short, the Revive shampoo and the Revitalize conditioner.
And the root lift.
And oh my God, the root lift.
It was so
my God,
hard
we
for me
got
not
so
to pick
many
that.
great products.
But yeah, I know.
And you are going to have great results. Great results. And I don't know how long we've been going.
I don't know, Derek.
Derek, how long we've been going?
We can go as long as we want.
Oh, that's right. The boss isn't here today.
That's right. 38.
Jeff Crilly is not. Oh, 38 minutes? Oh, that's easy.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to give a shout out to, like I said, to our friends, Jenny and Robin, who drove all the way in from Alabama. It's about an 11-hour drive. And so they came in here, then they had to go down to Abilene to see Robin's family. He's one of 600 family members down there. Didn't you hear his phone yesterday?
I did.
Click, click, click.
They were excited to see him.
Thursday morning. Are you on the road yet? No. Click, click, click. Are you on the road yet? No. Are you going to hear it by lunch? Hell no. But it was awesome. And
we took him out to, like we said, we took him to see if it went to Papado.
Went to Papado's.
Had a really good
and
dinner
had
with Kelly
some
Bryant.
Delicious. Oh yeah, Kelly Bryant, our great friend, was with us, and Robin does this food review show podcast over in Alabama, and he videos it, and then he'll edit it, and then he videos it again. And I told him, I said, why don't you do it live? And he goes, what would I say? I said, Robin, say the same thing. It was like when we were at Papado's, he was describing the catfish, the stuffed crab, and the stuffed shrimp, fried shrimp. And then he had the
gumbo,
etouffee.
not the etouffee.
Oh my God, the way he was describing it to his wife and me, I wanted it. And my no carb, fat body wouldn't let me have what he was eating, but he was so good. Robin, you good. Now,
All right.
I really don't have a whole lot more to say.
Well, I mean, this is like Buddy said, this is the end of our season 1, and I think we just want to wish everybody first of all, thank you for tuning in and watching our shows. Or our
absolutely.
podcast. I don't know if it's a show or a podcast, but we appreciate it. We appreciate the shares. We appreciate
all the comments.
and so we're excited about next season. But until then,
Now, wait a minute. Do any of you know the #1 viewed show we had this year? I know you do.
Can I take a guess?
I think I do.
All right. Let Karen guess first because she's a lady.
Well, let's let Derek guess first because I think I probably.
Oh, because he's a child. Okay, Derek.
No.
Halloween show, for sure.
That was good.
Had to be the Halloween show.
Spooktacular
was a
show.
That was one of
good-
my favorite shows this entire year.
That was.
That's what I was going to say too. I
favorite
think it's
show.
the Spooktacular show.
I think my favorite show was. It has. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give the Halloween show the most favorite. I can't even remember what we talked about. I just know how much fun we had.
We talked about Halloween hair.
Oh my God, yes. And I had that walked
No, he had
up.
this. Kept
had
doing
that.
this.
I had that hair that you couldn't part it with a sledgehammer.
So was that the #1 show or no?
No, the #1 show was when we colored your hair brown.
Oh.
We had 8,800 actual people watch it, view it. 8,800.
And it's still look.
Yeah, it's still got some dark in it, and we had to. I had to lighten it because when I sit here and I look at that pretty blonde on top of her head, it's great. And when it's dark, I feel like I'm in a phone booth and I'm claustrophobic, even though it's on your head. But that was our #1 show, and it was all about Karen's hair.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
And that was good. And to give you a little bit of what we're going to do next year, because the show, the podcast that we do here is everything hair and small business. So next year or next season, we're going to talk more about small business and how we've been successful doing what we do. We've had several interviews from around the country about power couples. We just did one here in Dallas on one of the larger radio stations, KLIF, with Jay Mamie, and it was really good. And I forgot to bring a copy of it to Derek so that he could post it for us.
Well,
I'll get it to you, Derek.
Yeah.
And
maybe we'll dabble in some skincare
and then
maybe
definitely get in skincare and
some
health,
other things,
and,
some other beauty things.
The skincare
And
and the wellness products, because I'm telling you, the collagen is the bomb. And all you guys, all right, I'm a guy. It is easy. You take a scoop, put it in your coffee. You're not going to taste it. Put it in your iced tea. You're not going to taste it. Thank you, Derek. Put it in your water. Mm-hmm. You're not going to taste it.
Well, no, you will taste it in the water, and it tastes fantastic.
Oh, it has a berry taste
Yeah.
to it.
Mm-hmm.
Has a little bit of a berry taste, but it's good. I love it.
I had one other favorite moment, if you don't mind me sharing.
Okay, go ahead. Since we're on Jeff's time.
I could not help myself. I could not get out of season 1 without making you relive this.
Why is my hand in that camel's butt?
It's not. It's on the back of the hump.
Looks like my hand looks like he's in his butt.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I remember the first show we did. I'm just talking, and I look at Karen, and she's like this. So
I like to lean
I
back.
was so far, and then
But you couldn't hear me. So
You
it was
couldn't
like,
hear.
It was like talking like this.
so
So now
good.
I sit up and I listen and I.
It's
I
good, isn't it?
Right into the microphone.
It is good, and look how nice.
I'm
you look.
coachable.
And look how nice you look.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So anyway, I was going to say, as we were closing out, that we wish everybody a happy holiday, happy Thanksgiving, whatever you do for Thanksgiving. Hope it's great. And happy, I would say Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Happy New Year, all of those things. So I hope everybody has great holidays. And again, thank you for watching.
And
And
we were
listening.
going to give you the breaking of our next season, but we're going to wait till next season to give you that little surprise. But anyway, I'm Buddy, and I love you very much.
Love you too.
All right, I'm Buddy Sharp.
Karen Sharp. Bye, everybody.
We'll catch you later, guys. Bye.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of The Buddy Sharp Show. If you want to learn more about the guest or products we talked about today, please check the description below. As always, you can find us on the web at buddysharp.com. We'll see you next week with a brand new episode.